Hey family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Janique and this space is all about healing, growth, and God's grace. Today's video is straight from the heart. I want to share a personal story, something that I went through recently that's like completely changed my life. Um As you see in the title, I didn't want to let go, but God had better waiting for me. So, over the past few weeks, honestly, I would say past few months, I've been struggling. I've been struggling with some decisions. I've been going through a major shift in my life. I was in a place where I started to feel like God was nudging me, just like whispering, "Hey girl, it's time to go." Um but I really didn't want to go. I was I was comfortable. I was used to the space, the people, that routine. And let's be honest, guys, change is scary. And none of us wants to start over, okay? None of us wants to face the unknown. So I kept telling myself maybe I'm overthinking this, maybe it's just in my head. I even started to think maybe discomfort I was feeling wasn't from God because I started to feel so uncomfortable in the space, uncomfortable in my spirit. Maybe it was the enemy trying to trick me into leaving something good. I kept going back and forth, second guessing everything, fighting myself emotionally, spiritually, mentally, just trying to hold on to something that deep down, honestly, deep down, I knew that it just wasn't for me anymore. And then one day it was just like that, like clockwork, like things started shifting, not like in a dramatic obvious way, but like little things. And then the atmosphere just like completely started to change. My spirit started to feel irritated by things that never bothered me before. Like I can't even explain it, guys. I really can't even explain how uncomfortable I start to feel in my spirit, right? And I just didn't want to let go because, I was really like, so I stayed, I kept holding on, I kept trying, to make it work until one day, honestly, like something happened and something that shook me to the core. I won't get into all that details because the details is not necessary. But it was like the final straw for me. It was like, okay, this is it. And it was like God was like no longer whispering. God is like, girl, go. God is like shouting, go. So I had no choice but to walk away, you know. And even after leaving, I still had the urge. Let me go back and fix things. Let me go back and make it right, even though I didn't do anything. But I've always been someone who wants to fix everything and fix everyone because truthfully, I wish someone could have fixed me when I was broken. But some things aren't ours to fix, right? And sometimes, honestly, God just like closes doors. So sometimes we try to keep the door open, but like God said, it's time to go. So after I left, I was sad, I was lost, I was grieving what I walk away from. Because a lot of people are not honest. They will be like, okay, I walk away and life is amazing and life is great and everything is working out for the better. But no, I was grieving. After I walked away, I really was sad. I was lost. I was grieving um, what I walked away from because it's been a part of me for years. And I kept asking myself, God, why did this happen to me? I mean, why did it happen like this? That was my question to God. I was like, God, why did it happen like this? Why couldn't things end differently? Well, let me tell you something, okay? About 3 or 4 weeks later, listen, God is truly amazing. Okay, guys, God is such an amazing God. Okay, about 3 or 4 weeks later, after I done cried, after I done feel sad, and I start to feel a little depressed, honestly, because I was like, God, I just, I was just comfortable and just like didn't want to walk away, right? But like 3 or 4 weeks after praying, like I was like feeling, down, and I'm praying and crying and all of that. And I kid you not, guys, like about 3 to 4 weeks later, oh, God is good. Okay. Something happened. It's like I start to feel this peace. It was like unexplainable peace. I just couldn't understand where this peace came from. It's like I was so unbothered. Like there was nothing that could bother me at that point. And I was like, where did this peace come from? I couldn't understand where I got this peace from, right? It's a peace that I honestly haven't felt in such a long time. I can't remember the last time I felt at peace. This kind of peace don't come from people and circumstances. Trust me, it really, really came from God. And then even something more amazing happened. Listen. Okay, something even more amazing happened. God began to send people into my life, people who poured into me, people who saw me for who I am, people like don't judge me based on anything or any past or any. It's just like, listen, okay, just support me, uplift me without asking for anything in return. And it feels really good because I spent so much of my life pouring into others, giving, 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 even when my cup was empty. But no, I'm in a season where people are pouring into me. And let me tell you something. It feels amazing. It feels wonderful. It feels beautiful. Okay? This season of my life is one of the best seasons I've ever had. I don't remember when the last time I've had a season like this. No, not because everything is perfect. I'm not going to say everything is perfect, all is well. There's a miracle and everything is fixed. No, but the peace and that I have, and like the people that God has placed in my life in this season to pour into me, that means more to me than $1 million. That means more to me than if I hit the lotto. So it's just like really means so much to me to have people pour into me, to have people like listen to me, um care about my growth, care about my health, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. It just feels truly amazing, guys. I'm glowing, I'm growing, I'm choosing healthier habits. Like, I feel like I'm finally getting back to myself before life happened. I can't honestly remember when the last time like I truly laughed because I want, like I was happy. And I feel like every single day, um, I'll say for the past 3 weeks, I have been like genuinely laughing, smiling. Like, I'm just like in such a great place right now. And, I'm so happy right now. And I just realized that I really lost myself. I really realized that I was not myself for a long time. I was not okay for a long time. Even though it may seem like I was okay, I was sad for a very long time. I was kind of depressed for a long time. I feel like I even like gained so much weight. I was not like taking care of myself, like my health, like mentally, emotionally, like, you know, I'm feeling so good now. I'm feeling so amazing. Like I said, I've been making healthier choices and it feels really good. It feels really good. I feel great about this season of my life. I feel great that I'm like stepping into um a brand new season. I feel like I'm finally getting back to myself. And I think it started when, like, a few weeks ago, someone that I recently met, right? And they said to me, they were like, what do you do for fun? And I kid you not, like, I stood there, I was stuttering, I was so, like, I was like, and that's when I realized, like, listen, I'm just really like existing. I'm not even like living. I'm just like literally existing. Like, girl, I literally did nothing, like, just but exist. And, you know, sometimes people think like it's the big things. Sometimes people think it's like, oh, it's, but sometimes it's the little things, you know? It's the little things. And I could say, okay, ask me what I do for fun now. I do things for fun, okay? But, you know, I don't know. Girl is just in a great place. And like I said, it's not like everything in my life is perfect right now. It's not like everything in my life, it's not like I'm where I want to be, but it's just like this peace, this new peace that I found, this joy that I found, like falling back in love with myself again. You know, it's just amazing how people can just show up in your life, and then, you know, you just realize that you really lost yourself. You really was so consumed in like this world and just like surviving in this world. I didn't realize that I've been in like survival mode for such a long time, until like this person come along, and there it's just like, I'm just loving the season of my life. I'm loving the people that God has placed in my life in this season. I'm just truly happy for, you know, for everything that God is doing in my life. You know, having people in my life who really want to see me grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You know, just people equipping me with tools to like be more efficient with, even with my time. And, you know, oh my gosh, I feel so, you know, sometimes all we need is a little push, right? And so I don't know, I just feel great. Like, I really feel amazing. I don't know. That's, yeah, girl is feeling great, right? But, you know, I just want a better me. I want to show up for myself the same way I show up for everyone else, because, you know, I was just showing up for everybody else and I wasn't showing up for me. I was doing for everybody else, I wasn't doing for me. I neglected me. I was in my mood for such a long time, and, you know, I totally forget about me, and I'm finding myself again. I'm finding my passion. I'm finding my love again. And I'm just like so happy for this season. And, you know, I realized that I was actually in my pruning season, where God was removing things and people that I really didn't want to let go. But He wasn't like doing it to hurt me, but to make room for better, right? And when I finally obey, even through the tears, the confusion, He showed me why. And, you know, I'm just so grateful. I'm honestly grateful. So if you're watching this right now, if you feel like everything is falling apart, like God is silent, like nothing makes sense, let me tell you, sometimes silence is preparation, all right? Sometimes disruption is divine, and sometimes God has to shake up your world so you can finally move. The enemy will try to make you doubt yourself. He will tell you that you're making a mistake, but God is not the author of confusion, right? He is the Prince of Peace. So if peace is missing, if your spirit is restless, pay attention. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it like I did, right? And remember this: no sees the last forever. So what feels at the end could be your new beginning. God is going to send the right people, the right opportunities, the right energy exactly when you need it. Just as He did for me, He will do it for you, right? Just trust God, trust the process. You know, even when it's hard, even when it's hurt, He will bring beauty in the broken pieces. So thank you so much, guys. As always, please like and subscribe. And I love you so much. Your girl, Jan Jan.